I think one of the things that Mayor Honea did for us was he was the driving force behind that feeling that is Marana, that small town feel, that community feel. Marana, that place we all call home, I think that was Ed Honea.
He loved the town of Marana, and he was all about making this place better, and he was all about serving people.
He would always introduce himself as Marana's biggest cheerleader, never as the mayor of Marana. I would often have to go behind him and tell people he was actually the mayor of Marana and the biggest cheerleader. So that was really so remarkable to see somebody who held such a high leadership position in our community be so personable and so authentic.
Don't think Ed ever met a stranger in his life. I think the mayor was very well liked throughout the area and developed a lot of good relationships.
We have a standing rule in our organization that when we look out the window and we see Mayor Honea walking, somebody has to go get him and drive him home. And so that was a regular event for us. I think he did that intentionally, just so he'd have an opportunity to meet and talk with one of us. Any one of our chief officers on the way home. He was very close to this organization, very close to a lot of people within this organization, and he will forever be missed.
Working with Mayor Honea and knowing him as intimately as I did was one of the best experiences for me, because he was a lot of things for a lot of people. And the way that I met him was as mayor. And that's how I knew him. I knew him as someone that was passionate about serving his community, was also very sincere when he talked to people and how much he cared about them. And his just perspective of always being positive was something that I really admired.
The thing I admired the most about Mayor Honea was just his personality. Anytime I was out and about in the community, off duty, the first thing that he would talk about is, my family, ask how they were doing. And then we would talk briefly about my family. They would spin off, about his family, his grandkids, his daughter Tiffany, his son Whit, and the great things that they're doing. And I think that was just a great example of what he represented and why you have so many people wanting to come to Marana. He just had that welcoming personality, and it's a very good example of what our community represents as well.
Mayor Honea's influence will be felt in Marana by everyone, I think, every day. He was a good mayor, he's a good father, he was a good husband, he's a good brother, he's a good grandfather, and that really resonated with people. You could see the love he had for people.
It was always about the community and tying every bit of it together. He saw the big picture of what Marana could be and what Marana was and what Marana is.
The mayor was so interested in people, and he was just all in on the town of Marana and the residents who live here.
So I am currently seated in the Marana Middle School library, and I picked this location because Marana Middle School used to be Marana High School. And I will tell you, being a Tiger alum was something that Mayor Honea had so much pride in. And so I wanted to make sure that I took a moment in this sacred space to honor a man who has looked out for all of us and supported us and helped us to be better.
Mayor Honea was an amazing leader, and I think that the most important thing about him was that he always took the time to listen to people. I mean, if you ever really watched him, he wasn't really talking, he was listening. And I think that is something that our community loved and cherished, is that he took the time to listen to everybody.
What makes Mayor Honea a trailblazer? I think that's a pretty easy question for me, because if you look back at the history of the town of Marana, you think about how far we've come, and you think about the things that had to be done in order to get us here. There are few people in this world, and certainly in this community, that will step out and take those things on their shoulders and run with them. Whether it was water, which is why this whole community really formulated in the first place, and his understanding of that, along with the rest of the people that helped form this community, that's trailblazing. When you think about what he did and how hard he fought to get wastewater for the town of Marana, I mean, that is huge. When you think about what he and the council did when they annexed down along Ina Road and Thornydale, it was the thing that put this place on the map.
I mean, it's really hard to put into words what Ed meant to the town, the community. He was a leader all throughout southern Arizona. He had in his mind what we needed to do, and he stuck to it. And so, yeah, I think he was a trailblazer.
Mayor, it's been a real pleasure knowing you. I hope you rest in peace, but it's been a positive in my life to have known and associated with you, to see you grow from a young man in high school stature to the mayor of a thriving, growing town in the state of Arizona, and the guidance that you've provided to the council and the management and staff, and the success that it's been. And I want to say to you, I hope you enjoy your rest, and I'll see you on the other side.
We have accomplished a lot in 40 years. I promise you the next 40 are going to be great as well. And I'll end like I always do. God bless the town of Marana. God bless you, each and every one. Thank you for coming and sharing today. God bless the town of Marana, and God bless you, each and every one. Thank you for coming. God bless the town of Marana, and God bless you, each and every one. Thank you for coming. And I'd like to end like I always do, which is God bless the town of Marana, and God bless you, each and every one. Thank you for coming.